And today, South Carolina is holding a special GOP runoff to replace Lindsay Graham on the November ballot. The late senator's sister, incumbent Darline Graham, is running against Congressman Ralph Norman. Now, the race may also be a test of President Trump's endorsement power. He spent a significant amount of time and money in support of Graham's campaign. Let's bring in CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small. So, Taurean, who's expected to come out on top today?
Yeah, even though we've seen Graham go through quite a bit of stumbles in public interviews and public forums, she is expected, or at least favored, to come out on top in this race. The reason why is because, of course, that endorsement from President Trump is quite mighty, and it holds a bit of weight when it comes to his supporters in the state. But also, we saw just in the special election primary that she finished in first place pretty comfortably, with over 30% of the vote. Her opponent in this runoff came closely behind, but at 25%. The next one over was Russell Fry, who finished with 20%. He has since endorsed Darline in this race, so it's expected that a good swath of his supporters might also back her in this. But as I stated at the top of this, was the fact that her inexperience has led to some questions about her ability to effectively lead in this. She had an exchange with our Ed O'Keefe yesterday. This is what she had to say.
I completely trust the president when it comes to tariffs. I know tariffs are hard and not everybody likes them, but they're a great negotiating tool. And I think he's got our best interest in mind, so he's using it as a tool to help our country. So I completely trust President Trump on the tariffs.
And is there something you do affirmatively, some piece of legislation to help drive down the cost of things?
We'll see when I get there.
She's made no qualms or any false claims about her being inexperienced to this. She's obviously a green politician, but she is maintaining that her support for President Trump should be enough to show voters that she is the right person for this job.
All right, let's turn to the Michigan Senate race. The Democratic nominee there, Abdul El-Sayed, is facing some questions over comments from left-wing influencer Hasan Piker. What's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, Republicans and conservatives have made the case that Hasan Piker is the wrong person that Democrats should be associated with. His most recent comments were something along the lines of American Jews, undying support for Israel could lead to a swath or increase in anti-Semitism or attacks, violence against the community, something that a lot of Republicans have said is just abhorrent. El-Sayed has had to come out and distance himself from him, saying that, of course, he isn't supportive of or in support of those words. He put out a statement saying that his support for the Jewish community in his state is still there, and he will make sure that he shows that commitment as senator here. But this is an ongoing thread of Democrats either having to distance themselves from influencer like Piker or defending why they're so quick to collaborate with him. They are trying to make an appeal to a different electorate that they just were unable to capture in 2024. So this is that bid.
All right, Taurean Small reporting for us in Washington. Taurean, as always, we appreciate you.